Jason Jarrett, Dale's son, who's coming off a victory and a pole win in the last couple of weeks. And then there's some wily veterans like ARCA points leader Frank Kimmel, Tim Steele, who's won more ARCA speedway races than anybody. It is ARCA Racing right here on Fox Sports Net. Hello, anybody. I'm Chris Myers, coming to you from our mobile studio, the Hollywood Hotel at Pocono Raceway, just above the longest straightaway in all of NASCAR. Speaking of NASCAR, coming up later on FX, you'll see the final tune-up for the Winston Cup race tomorrow that you'll see on Fox from Pocono. But now, this is not a NASCAR event, but as I mentioned, some of the top young up-and-coming drivers could wind up in the Winston Cup Series in the near future. Some of those that you'll see here. One of those drivers, Stuart Kirby, who's being called by some as maybe the next Jeff Gordon, which is a lot of praise to throw on anybody. He's on the pole today and has 3 top 5 finishes in just 4 career starts. He and a field of 35 drivers will have to contend with this unique triangle-shaped track that chews up transmissions. Let's go up to the booth. Guys will be calling the activity. Larry McReynolds and Steve Burns. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks very much, Chris. Now, Larry, here we come to a racetrack so demanding, so difficult to drive, and we have a 20-year-old on the pole, Stuart Kirby.
A 20-year-old that never has seen this racetrack until he walked through the gate on Thursday morning. 20 years old, but he's got a lot of knowledge there working with him. Bob Shack, his crew chief, owner of that race car, he won here 6 times, but it is a challenging racetrack. Handling, aerodynamics, strategy, 80 laps. These guys telling me they can run anywhere from 35 to 40 laps on fuel, so that could be a factor today. But Stuart Kirby, he was fast in practice from the minute they unloaded on Thursday.
Now, Stuart Kirby said he weighs maybe 125 pounds, but nobody's picking on him because in those race cars, everybody weighs the same.
And he finished 3rd at Michigan last week, and they wasn't sure they was even going to come here. He told me last week at Michigan, if we finish in the top 2, we may have enough to go to Pocono. Well, they finished 3rd. Dad said, okay, we're going to go. So here they are. New track record by 2 miles an hour.
Let's check in now, Larry, with Dick Berggren. Dick?
And I'm with Stuart Kirby. This kid, only 20 years old, but what a career he has had in ARCA in 4 starts. 2nd, 3rd, and 5th so far. Bob Shack handling the wrenches. Great confidence in this kid. Shack has won here 6 times. This could be a big upset. This 20-year-old from Bowling Green, Kentucky, could be the rookie that upsets everybody. Let's go up to Steve.
All right, thanks a lot, Dick. You know, Larry, we have an interesting combination of youth and experience in this field today.
Yes, we do. Again, Stuart Kirby. We have Jason Jarrett as far as youth. But they're Billy Venturini Jr. You know, his dad won here many times. He's in the field as well. But it is a unique racetrack. 3 distinct different lengths of straightaways, 3 distinct different types of configuration of corners. Very challenging racetrack.
Larry, Frank Kimmel is the points leader. We'll talk about him. He's had some problems this last weekend and this weekend. We'll talk about Frank Kimmel in that 46. Tim Steele right behind him. Tim Steele's closing ground.
Yes, he is, and Tim Steele runs well here. Frank Kimmel having lots of engine trouble at Michigan last week and as well this week. He'll have to start at the rear of the field by virtue of an engine change.
All right, let's get down now to the track. We're about ready to get the command to fire the engines. And doing the honors is Cub Scout Pack 106.
Gentlemen, start your engines! Woo!
And that was one of the best commands we've had to start the race here. Cub Scout 106 doing a fine job. Engines have been lit.
That was a good job. I believe they even beat Terry Bradshaw's Daytona version of Start Your Engines.
Pretty close. Well, we're about set to go racing 80 laps here, 200 miles. You're watching the ARCA Remax Series on Fox Sports Net.
NASCAR on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Remax. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. And by the Home Depot, #1 in home improvement.
In the race to sell homes, success goes to the most experienced, the best trained, the hardest driven. At Remax, our success is your success, and our track record is second to none. Remax, outstanding agents, outstanding results.
The
The Home Depot is driving down the cost of home improvement. The difference between men and boys, where you get their toys. The Home Depot is full of toys Dad will love for Father's Day. Like this Ryobi cordless drill kit for $39.97. This Charbroil quick set grill for just $139. This rigid wet-dry vac with detachable blower for just $99. Or let Dad choose with a Home Depot gift card. Father's Day is Sunday, and you'll find the perfect gift at the Home Depot.
So what do you want to get Dad?
Let's get him a big screen TV.
It's huge.
I know, it's great. We'll all sit around, watch the game.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah?
I'm seeing it.
Dad, you and Dex and me, Dad is going to love it.
This Father's Day, shop where fathers shop for the brands they love. Get 0% on all TVs and camcorders over $4.99, like this Sony Digicam and 60-inch Mitsubishi TV.
It's Dad's chair.
We're not at home.
KFC's new spicy barbecue wingy. Little honey make my tummy singy. Then smoked jalapeno and a long, slow stingy. 20 for $6.99, 8 for $2.99. But not for long.
Don't worry, they'll be here soon.
I can't wait to meet this Tracy Coleman.
Kevin says she could be the one.
Mom, Dad, meet Tracy.
No. I was expecting someone pretty.
Yeah.
The Last Word with Jim Rome. The only sports commentary that's truly brutally honest. Weeknights at 11:30 on Fox Sports Net.
Tomorrow is a special edition of NASCAR Victory Lane. Our cameras take you behind the scenes for an exclusive look at Dale Jarrett's charge towards another Winston Cup. NASCAR Victory Lane special, tomorrow on Fox Sports Net. The Petty family has seen incredible triumphs and heart-wrenching tragedies.
It's beyond anybody's control. It's fate.
The Pettys Beyond the Glory, tomorrow at 8 on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to the Pocono International Raceway. We're about set for 80 laps, 200 miles of ARCA racing. Steve Burns, Larry McReynolds with you upstairs. Larry, these guys are feeling anxious. They're going to pull those belts tight.
Well, they are, and as you said, there's so much youth in this field, and a lot of Winston Cup car owners standing on top of these trucks in the Winston Cup garage watching these guys. They would love to have good runs here today, possibly looking toward the future of a Winston Cup ride.
Speaking of Winston Cup, we have a Winston Cup star with us, a special treat, Larry. It's Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy, the man that never forgets.
Thanks for having me on the air here today. This is awesome, man. We're at Pocono, my home track. And you know what's going to play havoc today? If you have a problem on the racetrack and you have to make a pit stop, look how long this pit road is. Longest one we race in Winston Cup and the ARCA guys. And remember, 45 mile an hour. And it's a tendency for the drivers, me being one of them, to try and squeeze all we can. So it's going to be a tough one if we have a problem with a flat tire, run out of gas, anything like that. Looking forward to it today, guys.
Jimmy, been watching you for the last couple of days, qualifying practice. Not looking like you'd like to have that race car, but you've always raced well here, and you've always been a role of playing some strategy. But what is going on with your Ford Taurus?
I'll tell you, the old Kmart car is not running as well as we want to. Donnie and I are just talking about it a little bit here. You know, we have happy hour coming up, so hopefully we can get a little bit better, Larry. But we have a problem with the push. It's a new tire this year. We haven't got it figured out. I think the sidewall construction is different than what we're used to. Some guys, obviously, Gordon's going good, and Ricky Rudd's going good. We're having a little push problem as we exit the corners, especially the tunnel turn, and we know that's a very critical part of the racetrack. So hopefully we can get it better here in a little bit.
Well, hopefully you can. And we're going to go back to Steve Burns here, and he'll give you the starting grid.
All right, what a special treat that is, Mr. Excitement in the broadcast team.
Yeah, and again, the man that never forgets.
And there it is, Stuart Kirby on row one, the 20-year-old rookie, his first pole, only his 5th race. We've got some big names up there in the top 10.
Frank Kimmel, he'll be starting outside row 2. I mentioned a while ago, engine problems. Now, he will have to drop to the rear of the field. By ARCA rules, if you change an engine, it doesn't matter if it even has a problem, or you change it for not running, you have to drop to the rear of the field.
Saw Jason Jarrett, that is the son of former Winston Cup champion Dale Jarrett, as we look at rows 6 through 10. And Larry, as we said earlier, a great mixture of young, hungry drivers like Todd Bowser there, his brother, a former ARCA champion, with experienced guys like, hey, Norm Benning's been around for a long time.
He's been around for a long time. Didn't get a good qualifying effort. He told me that he broke a valve spring right before qualifying, had to change that, and didn't qualify near as good as he'd like to.
There you see the rear of the field. Belmont Basham, Martin Smith, and Todd Entrigan. We're just about ready to drop the green flag on this race here in Pocono. 80 laps, 200 miles coming at you right after this on Fox Sports Net.
Does anyone here at the Beef and Bird Barbecue Cook-Off use a gas grill?
Gas is a no-no, definitely a no-no.
So when it comes to flavor...
Proven fact that charcoal is better than gas.
What kind of charcoal?
Oh, Kingsford, definitely. Kingsford.
Seriously?
100%.
Kingsford charcoal, because taste is everything.
Feel the rush. Live the danger. Fox Sports Net and the Fast and the Furious are taking you to the edge. Let's go! In a Fast and the Furious sweepstakes. To enter, call the toll-free number on your screen and you can get a chance to join the action at an upcoming stock car race.
You're ready.
You could be one of...
Doesn't get better than this.
The Fast and the Furious. In theaters June 22nd.
Drive safe.
In the battle against athlete's foot, you gotta have, boom, tough-actin' Tinactin. Tinactin pump spray is clinically proven to stop the severe itching and burning of athlete's foot. Tinactin is so tough it even prevents athlete foot. So get, boom, tough-actin' Tinactin.
Golf Digest is going to cure your slice now and for free.
And that's a guarantee.
Introducing the breakthrough video, Cure Your Slice Now, and it's free with your paid subscription to Golf Digest magazine. In this video, top PGA instructor Chuck Cook shows you the 7 key phases of the swing and gives you his proven method for better control and longer, straighter drives. And here's our guarantee. If Golf Digest and Cure Your Slice Now doesn't cure your slice and improve your game, cancel and keep the video free.
Golf Digest is your source for golf.
Every month in Golf Digest, you get easy-to-follow tips and instruction from the best teachers and players in golf. Information on the top equipment, the best places to play, thought-provoking commentary. You also get this removable Pocket Tips booklet. Call now. Use your credit card and get your first risk-free issue, Pocket Tips booklet and video free. You get 11 more issues for only $19.77. If your game doesn't improve, cancel and keep the video, booklet, and magazine free. So call 800-238-7000. That's 800-238-7000. Call now.
Every move. Every story. Totally NASCAR. Weeknights at 6.
And welcome back to Pocono. It's a big weekend of racing. NASCAR Winston Cup practice on FX at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. And then it's followed by the Outback Steakhouse's 300 from Kentucky. The first time the Busch Series has ever been to that racetrack. Darrell Waltrip helped laid it out. Then tomorrow, NASCAR this morning on Fox Sports Net, followed by the Pocono 500 presented by Subway at 12:30 on Fox. And NASCAR Victory Lane, an all-access edition, will follow Dale Jarrett for the entire weekend. Larry, let's take a look at our race analysis.
35 cars starting, 80 laps, 200 miles, $185,000 purse. The pit window. We're going to pay close attention to this pit window. 80 laps. Some of these guys told me they could run 40 laps. Some said they couldn't, but a lot of them anticipate trying to do it on one stop, one fuel stop with changing 4 tires.
And Larry, we need to talk about Frank Kimmel. That 46 car has had a tremendous season. He won 4 straight races, but he's had to drop to the rear of the field.
Well, this is a car they bought from Roush Racing. Mark Martin ran second with it at Phoenix last year. He's won 3 events with this race car. All of a sudden at Michigan, they started having engine problems. Lost 2 engines at Michigan. They've already lost 2 engines this week at Pocono, and that can drive you crazy. And it's the same problem because the piston keeps seizing up, but he's going to have to drop to the rear field. Borrowed the motor that Stuart Kirby ran 3rd with at Michigan last week.
Let's go to Dick Berggren.
Stuart Kirby right now has 2 voices in his ear. Patty Simcoe is on top of the grandstand. She is guiding him to the green flag. Bob Schacht, his crew chief, and her husband is here. And Patty has just said green flag. He's been given the go, 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 and he's going to try.
Well, Stuart Kirby, he didn't get a very good start in that 75 car. David Keith in the 57 car, the yellow, orange, and red car right there, or the green car, he gets off to a fast start. He was the fastest in practice yesterday. Everybody said this could be the car to watch here today.
Looking back, though, it looks like our pole sitter is up to speed, just maybe missed a shift, Larry.
May have very well, and again, you run some very unique ratios here in the transmission because of shifting on the front stretch. You're going from third to fourth gear. That front stretch is so long, you have to shift to keep from turning too many RPMs.
Dick was talking about Bob Shack, the car owner of that 75 that's still Kirby, and we've got a car smoking. It's number 51. That would be Kevin Belmont, brother of Andy Belmont, also in this race.
He's definitely putting some oil down, and caution is on the speedway.
First caution flag of the day after just one lap. Let's go to Dick Bergeron.
Well, they've had a lot of trouble with Kevin Belmont's car since they got here, in fact. First, it was that the engine just wasn't running. Then they had an oiling problem. They hauled the engine out of the car, took it over to the engine builder, put it on the dyno, trying to solve the oiling problem. By the looks of things, they didn't get it solved.
So 51, Belmont headed to pit road and probably to the garage area. Frank Kimmel has gone from 35th all the way up to 18th in one lap. We'll get things sorted out here on the racetrack and be back with more of the ARCA Remax 200 here in Pocono, Pennsylvania on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome.
They are the sacred shrines of baseball, magnificent showcases of the great American game. And you could catch a ball game at these classic parks when you enter the Sears Classic Baseball Tour Sweepstakes. Yankee Stadium in New York. Fenway Park in Boston. Wrigley Field in Chicago. And Baltimore's Camden Yards. Visit the home appliance and home electronics department at Sears and register for a chance to win.
If you're looking for delicious food at a great value, then stop by Leon's Family Dining, where they have incredible specials. Get 2 amazing dinners for only $10.90 with soup, salad, potato, and vegetable included. Leon's Family Dining also has banquet facilities, which are perfect for your large family gatherings or business meetings. Open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Leon's has 11 convenient Metro Detroit locations. Visit our newest one in Riverview.
Auto America, the only place you need to go. Auto America.
There you go. It'll fit. Yep, it'll fit. Keep coming.
Glass broke? We can fix that. For warranted quality auto glass replacement and chip repair, come to Auto Ameristar, where we use original equipment for the best fit and finish, all insurance claims accepted.
Visit these Auto Ameristar locations.
Auto America, Cellular and Glass Center.
Detroit's Nightly Sports Report. Your teams, your town, your show. The Detroit Sports Report, nightly at 10.
Welcome back to Pocono. You're watching the ARCA Remax series on Fox Sports Net. It's the 10th race of the 2001 season for the ARCA drivers as you look out the front of Frank Kimmel's windshield. He's had a lot of problems, as we mentioned, with the motor situation. Let's get down to Jimmy Spencer for more on that. Jimmy?
We're standing in the pits here with Frank Kimmel's brother, Bill. He's a crew chief, and he said he had problems yesterday with the motor. They put a motor in. They changed the motor. So, Bill, what happened here?
Well, we had a little problem with the oil filter yesterday afternoon in our Happy Hour deal, so we had to change the motor. Got an unknown motor right now, so, you know, we come in right before it went green, topped off with the gas, try to get as many laps as we can. We haven't had a chance to do a gas mileage run or anything like that, so we'll just kind of have to play it by ear here and see how we do today.
How many laps you figure you can run, you think? You're going to have to make a guess now.
Well, I'm guessing the mid-30s right now because we put more jet in it, probably what we should have. Trying to protect the race car, trying to protect the motor so we can make sure we finish. So,
all right. Well, I think these guys are going to have a good day anyway, and good luck on the gas mileage guess here. And I predict Bill Campbell will be up front shortly.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy's like a pro down there all of a sudden.
He's fell right into the deal. And Frank's already moved up to 18th position. Something we did mention as well, Larry Hollenbeck in the 15 car, he had to go to the rear field because he had an engine problem in happy hour. And Mike Swaim Jr., who qualified 5th in 22 car, he had to go to the rear field, crashed in final practice yesterday, had to go to backup car. He just topped his car off with fuel under this caution. Looks like we're going green again with David Keith in that 57, bringing him to the start.
Green flag has been unfurled. We're back racing here at Pocono. 80 laps, 200 miles of racing in this ARCA series. And taking a look back, it looked like Stuart Kirby got a good start that time.
Yes, he did, and we heard that he did miss a shift on the start of that race. Very easy to do here at Pocono. We saw Jeff Gordon do that several years ago, actually cost him the race on a restart.
Yeah, with about 15 laps to go, cost him the race, as you said. Terry Labonte won that race, I believe.
I believe he did, too. Yeah. His teammate.
Andy Belmont there in the 1 car under the 19. That's Ed Barrier. And Larry, note about Ed Barrier, he's raced in the Busch Series, won at Hickory, in fact. He's raced in Winston Cup, as you see the 19 back there behind. His brother is Todd Barrier.
That's Kevin Harvick's crew chief on the Busch Grand National car. Leading the Busch points right now.
Looking out the back of Andy Belmont's car, now 7th, started 11th. He's already picked up 4 spots. Coming down that long straightaway, 3,700 feet, a battle for second. Tim Steele in that red number 16 goes by the 14 of Josh Richardson. Josh Richardson is the son of Busch Series crew chief Donnie Richardson.
Donnie Richardson and Brett Bodine's nephew. This is actually a Brett Bodine Racing car out of their stable. Mike Hillman, Brett's crew chief, looking after it. This is the car that Josh wrecked at Charlotte about 3 weeks ago. Brett says, I gave him 1 motor, I gave him 1 car. He said, use it at your discretion. But he qualified 6th, never seen this racetrack before, and he was fast. He was 4th fastest in practice yesterday.
And Tim Steele, what a career he's had. 38 victories in that red number 16. Now let's take a listen and see if they shift here, Larry.
This is off the turn 3. Had to get out of the throttle just a little bit. Now we'll listen right here as he comes up on the front straightaway. Long front straightaway. Right there, from 3rd to 4th gear. He didn't even use the clutch. He just shifted with RPMs. It's a Jericho transmission. Let's listen to him going into turn 1. Back to 3rd gear. He'll pull 3rd gear here down the Long Pond Straight. This is between 1 and 2. Reason we call it Long Pond Straight, Long Pond, Pennsylvania, just a few miles outside of this straightaway.
He's going to shift here, Larry?
He's not shifting there. Not shifting there. This is a tunnel turn. Turn 2. Reason we call this the tunnel turn. The tunnel that comes in the infield goes under. This is the short chute right here. This is where you want the lowest gear. It's the shortest straightaway.
Back up front, Tim Steele trying to get by the 57 of Keith, going for the lead.
And Tim Steele in the 16, he got a great run off turn 3, back to the throttle, way before David Keith. Makes him look like he's got a lot of motor down his front straightaway. He's going to take the lead into turn 1.
Makes it stick there on the bottom, as I started to say a moment ago. 38 career wins for Tim Steele, 3rd on the all-time list. And Larry, 7 wins on this racetrack.
And at one time, 5 in a row.
Trails Frank Kimmel for the points lead by just 85 points. We thought Frank Kimmel was going to run away from it. As you said, he had motor problems in Michigan, still having problems here this weekend. Tim Steele, a 3-time champion, trying to make it 4.
Takes 1 week to lose it, several weeks to get it back.
Take a look back a little deeper in the field. There's the 1 car, Andy Belmont. Battle for 7th and 8th. Of points, Andy 3rd in ARCA points. Had a good run, 4 straight top 10.
25 car there. That's Skip Smith. This is down the front straightaway. Heard him just shift. Oh, you barely can hear him shift there. It's like a speed shift. Off into turn 1 right here. Almost 200 miles an hour right here into turn 1. Picking up that throttle. You try to pick it up too soon. Car push, get a little loose.
Battle for 3rd. Here comes 75. That's our pole sitter, Stuart Kirby. Going by Josh Richardson. Remember, Kirby missed the shift to start the race. Our 20-year-old pole sitter. Just his 5th ARCA race.
They was was not real happy with their car in practice. I talked to Bob Shack, his crew chief, which Bob Shack has 6 wins, ARCA wins here at Pocono. They was very tight practice. The front end was not wanting to turn. Made a few changes on that race car this morning, and it looks like he, other than missing the shift to start the race, he's going back toward the front.
Larry, I'm amazed. Frank Kimmel makes the move. I'm amazed at how drivers get, you talked about 200 miles an hour down that front stretch, how they get that thing slowed down and turned without upsetting the car.
Yeah, I mean, you're going more than a 90-degree turn here into turn 1. Frank Kimmel in that 46 car, he's all the way up to 9th place. He is on the move. He was happy with his race car. The only problem they got is the unknowns of this motor. But I told him, Frank and I talked this morning, I said, Frank, the great thing about borrowing a motor, putting it in there, at the end of the day, you will know whether the problems you've been having is with the car or with your motors.
Great point. Richard Mitchell in the 54 car right behind Kimmel. Now Kimmel looking at the one of Belmont. He's got a room under, and he makes the pass, Larry.
When you get to the bottom right there, you root him out of the way. You want to run right out around the bottom of this turn 3, pick up that throttle. Look how much distance he's going to put on Andy Belmont. Andy Belmont, way out of the groove, couldn't get back to the throttle. Here he's going to pass Billy Ventry Jr. This will be a battle for 7. I'm sorry, that's Skip Smith, the 25 car.
Skip Smith, a retired Pennsylvania State Trooper from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Well, Tim Steele continues to lead here at Pocono. Let's take a look at the top 10. We'll be right back here on Fox Sports Net.
NASCAR Victory Lane gives you an exclusive look at Dale Jarrett's charge towards another Winston Cup. Tomorrow on Fox Sports Net.
It's here, waiting for you. Inside is unlimited strength and power. It builds confidence and reshapes your body. It can change everything. This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance, all in the convenience of your own home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Bowflex is real. The results are real. The question is, are you ready for Bowflex? For a free video and brochure, call or go online at BowflexDirect.com. Do the research, listen to real customers, then place your order online and get started. Bowflex. Who said change isn't easy?
Does anyone here at the Beef and Bird Barbecue Cook-Off use a gas grill?
Gas is a no-no, definitely a no-no.
So when it comes to flavor...
Proven fact that charcoal is better than gas.
What kind of charcoal?
Oh, Kingsford, definitely. Kingsford.
Seriously?
100%.
Kingsford charcoal, because taste is everything.
KFC's new spicy barbecue wingy. Little honey make my tummy singy. Then smoked jalapeno and a long, slow stingy. 20 for $6.99, 8 for $2.99. But not for long.
Thursday Night Baseball on Fox Family. We're bringing the game home every Thursday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
Tim Steele continues to lead here at Pocono in the ARCA Re Series, 10th race of the 2001 season. He's followed by David Keith in the 57 car. Right now, Steele pulling away to a big advantage. Our pole sitter, Stuart Kirby, is running third after 10 laps. You know, Larry, as I said, I'm amazed that these drivers can get these things slowed down and turned in turn 1. So, hey, let's ask Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy, how do you do it, man?
Okay, that's a tough one, Larry. You know, when you're coming down that straightaway, longest straightaway, in fact, that straightaway is so long that some of these ARCA cars will not run on the racetrack. The straightaway is that long. That's how long it is. There's markers down there, 3, 2, and 1. And then it's heavy braking. Some guys lift at 2, some guys lift at 1. The Winston Cup cars lift at 1. I'm sure some of the ARCA cars that are faster are lifting at 1. They stay out as far as they can against the wall and try to break the car in a straight line. When I say break the car, step on the brake pedal, slow the car down, as much as they think it needs to be. Get off the brake, turn it down in, and get it to the white line. Then there's some banking down there that helps hold it, but that's the critical part of the racetrack. I think if you can get through 1 and 2 real good, gets you back up that straightaway, and that's where a lot of passing is done up off of that turn 2. But I'm in the pits now here with Brett Bodine's nephew, which is his wife's sister's boy, Josh Richardson, and sitting there with Mike Hillman. He's doing a great job today, Mike.
I didn't get to hear you, Jimmy. It's too loud here.
He's doing a great job today.
He's doing a really good job. You know, this is only the second time he's ever drove one of these big, heavy cars, and, you know, coming to a 2.5-mile track. And he's doing tremendous, you know. We're really proud of him.
Also up in the tower there, we got Brett Bodine and my partner, Todd, spotting for him. So they got a lot of experience up there, and hopefully he can have a really good day today.
All right, Jimmy, thanks for that explanation. And bonus coverage, talking to Mike Hillman. Jimmy's everywhere.
He's everywhere. He's like Dick Berger.
He is. Hey, need to mention a few cars have been off the